Yodels, I know I missed my quote-unquote deadline for a movie, but I'm making it up by showing you, the viewer, and my fellow pivoteers how I animate the movies the way I do. First off, you will need Pivot 3 Beta. You can Google it and easily find a link to download it. Next, you will need to get a sprite sheet off the web. Sprites Resource is often a good place to look. Then you will need to go to Paint and cut the sprites to their own individual dimensions. I usually save the sprite sheets and cut them as I need them and save them as their own files. Open a new project for Pivot and import your sprites. Right here. Yeah, I try to import these sprites I think I need at the beginning because the insert sprite button is dangerously close to the exit button, which does not permit you to save when you click it. Very nasty. Once you have all the sprites you need, you can get to animating. Like animating with a normal stick figure, you do it frame by frame. It's just that you are moving the sprites around instead of a stick figure. Like so. Alright, so you do it here. Bump. Bump. 2, and I'll just do 4. There. So it'd look like... Alright. Now, some of you may be wondering how I make it move and dance and stuff like that. So this is where the individual sprites come in. At the beginning of the next frame, delete the sprite you want to animate with. Notice how it leaves a gray area where it once was. So use this as a guideline to move to the next different sprite, the area you want it to go. Excuse me, move the next sprite to where you want it to go, like so. Right? And let's just move down there a little bit. So then you click next frame, delete. Okay, so you got your stick figure here, and once you finish your animation, click play and watch it go. A little choppy, but it will do. At this point, you can adjust the frame rate slider to whatever speed you want. I have mine set to about 15 usually at first if I'm dealing with only a few sprites in an animation loop, but higher if I'm using a lot. But right now, since I don't have very many, I'm usually going to set it to low. But it just depends. Just toy with it and see how it looks. Alright. This task can be grueling at times, like if you're using an animation several sprites at one point, it becomes easy to forget that you're animating different ones. So you would want to keep track of what you're doing, or you'll need to start over. Trust me, I've had to start from scrap on some of the scenes in my movies. When you are done with the animation, click save right here. And save it as a GIF file, because otherwise you can't open it in anything else. However, in the case I mess up, I save it as PIV so that I can go back and edit it, which I frequently do, but I tend not to do it because there's a certain glitch that if you open or click new, you will have your pre-existing or new project beforehand. However, if you notice while importing, the location where you save it has been reset, and every time you import it, it starts you back at the Pivot 3 folder. So this is another reason I import every sprite I think I will need beforehand. Alright, thanks for listening about my Pivot 3 sprites. Tune in next time when I show you how advanced techniques that I use in my movies. Thank you.